San Jose State University journalism professor Halima Kazem Stoyanovich was born in Afghanistan and worked there as a journalist and researcher from 2002 to 2007. She's been monitoring what Taliban representatives post on Twitter.
So this is a primary account, Sahel Shaheen. Earlier this week, his followers were at about 200,000, and we see that they've almost doubled in the last week.
She has mixed emotions when viewing Taliban posts, which include videos of road building and girls going to school.
A lot of what they're posting has to do with Kabul, but there is a deafening silence in the provinces. I get private messages on WhatsApp and Signal from the provinces, and it's very different. Women are being turned away from school, journalists are being threatened.
Kazem Stoyanovich responded to a Taliban spokesperson by posting this photo.
This is how this woman was asked to come to work today. No commentary. And boy, was I bombarded with hate comments from people who supported the Taliban. They could be trolls, they could be bots.
Twitter has rules against hateful conduct, which so far the Taliban appear to be navigating.
They're being very careful to not be kicked off, and they're pushing back against companies that ban them by sort of throwing up the rhetoric of free speech. And obviously, the Taliban have not allowed people to have free speech.
Facebook told CGTN the Taliban is a sanctioned terrorist organization under U.S. law, and this means we remove accounts maintained by or on behalf of the Taliban and prohibit praise, support, or representation of them. YouTube is also not allowing Taliban-affiliated accounts.
It goes beyond just the main three, by the way. I was reading about how in the weeks before the fall of Kabul, the Taliban were, for example, very active on Clubhouse.
Social media companies are working to secure accounts. Facebook has temporarily removed the ability for people to search the friends list of account users in Afghanistan. LinkedIn has temporarily hidden user connections there too. But Kazem Stoyanovich says many Afghans are already working to completely erase their social media profiles.
So I think any company that tries to play in this social media ecosystem has to be very thoughtful from the outset in terms of policies and who they allow and who they don't allow and why, and make that very clear. And also potentially make the risks clear to their users.
We could even ask and say, what role did social media actually even have in getting them here? That's a good question to ask. Because if their accounts were not suspended in the past, did it lead to their building a base and coming into power now?
For now, Kazem Stoyanovich anxiously tries to communicate with friends back home, while looking for clues online to determine what is fact and what is fiction. Mark New, CGTN, San Jose, California.